Here are 100 things you probably didn't know about One Punch Man. Near the beginning of the manga's story, the color of Saitama's cape was red in the House of Evolution arc, but was later changed to white. One Punch Man author 1 came up with Saitama's rather simplistic design when thinking about how many cool-looking heroes there were. Saitama's name is most likely derived from the Saitama Prefecture located in Japan, where One currently lives and first started drawing the series. Blast's debut in the manga was originally less ambiguous, clearly showing a long head of hair and a cape. However, in the tankobon release of the manga, his appearance was changed to be even more mysterious and equivocal. Tatsumaki is her real name. The origin of her hero name comes from the Hero Association wishing to honor her terrifying abilities. As a result, Terror was added to her name. Fubuki is ranked second overall in the latest official character poll, beaten by a narrow margin by Saitama himself. This was unprecedented due to her limited presence in the redrawn manga at the time of the vote. Murata once told the viewers of his livestream that One had told him that Orochi would not be one-shotted by Saitama. Murata then added that it should not be a problem for Orochi to survive a few of Saitama's normal punches. This is ultimately proven true when Orochi is revealed to have survived one of Saitama's punches. As shown in some occasions, Saitama is quite stingy with money. He often tries to obtain food in unconventional means, like hunting in the forest or even scavenging some parts of mysterious beings as food. According to One, King will remain who he is and not suddenly gain powers. The animation team misinterpreted One's intentions when animating the Ancient King fight. One only wanted Tatsumaki to drop a big boulder on Ancient King, prompting the Ancient King to have a flashback of the meteor that destroyed his race eons ago and start to scream. The meteor falling was meant to occur in the flashback, not to be a feat of Tatsumaki. According to Murata, if Tatsumaki were able to pull the meteor from space, she would have been able to bring down Boros' entire ship without difficulty. In an interview where One was questioned about who would win in a fight between Boros and Garo, he replied that it would be a good match, and that he's uncertain on the victor, although he does believe that Garo is stronger in close combat. Murata said on stream that Orochi's disaster level is dragon or above, but did not outright say god. This is similar to the statement made about Boros. Tatsumaki is obsessed with candy apples and goes to festivals just to buy them. She has a fear of ghosts because of an incident with Saitama. Saitama still performs his workout routine. Cleaning Genos' body requires a high-pressure shower, like a car wash. In one of his tweets, Murata revealed that working on Garo felt like destiny after working as a reed for a manga called Garo. No one knows Tatsumaki's real hobbies. As a high schooler, Fubuki would normally stand with her back arched due to old men constantly staring at her breasts. One stated that a fight between Genos and Sonic would end in a draw. Murata stated that Garo bathes in a public bathroom. One stated that Tatsumaki in her best shape could have beaten Golden S. Genos is too heavy to swim under normal circumstances. Murata states that if Saitama had not hit the moon, he would have only needed to blow to propel himself. However, this is just his speculation and has not been stated by One outright. Saitama's hair still grows everywhere else on his body besides his head. In the 2017 One Punch Man Halloween cover, Bang was depicted as a Taoist priest, guiding the Zhangji bomb, Blue Fire, and Lin Lin by using ofuda, the Japanese traditional paper talismans. In order to become stronger, Genos carries with him extremely detailed training diaries. Is that he'll immediately scribble down any words of wisdom and training techniques from Saitama. However, much of the information seems irrelevant, such as detailed drawings on how to properly hold and read a manga while slouching on a futon, or how to hang laundry on the washing line, or even nutritional reports of Saitama's food. Only King seems to realize how useless this so-called wisdom really is. Saitama got his suit from an old retired tailor who would repair his tracksuit for him. He was embarrassed to wear it at first, but now cherishes it. When Fubuki was young, She played with a ball resembling the moon and a stuffed bunny. These two toys are both references to the moon rabbit. King recommends a book titled How I Developed Indomitable Will, written by one and illustrated by Yusuke Murata as an Easter egg. Genos cuts off his sleeves because his shoulders can't fit in them. He also thinks that they're ugly. He also thinks that having sleeves would be troublesome when using the weapons in his arms. Atomic Samurai's name holds a double meaning, one for his atom-cutting swordsmanship, and two for his nuclear weapons' reminiscent strength. Orochi's released form strongly resembles the descriptions of Typhon, a serpentine giant who is one of the largest and most powerful creatures in Greek mythology. Common or similar characteristics include bodies consisting of hundreds of serpents or dragons, unearthly glowing eyes, breathing fierce flames, and fathering numbers of monsters. The origin of Genos' hero name comes from his aggressive attacks without being afraid of any vicious monsters or disasters. King is the only hero so far who has been able to kill a monster through sheer intimidation alone. Despite being more mature-looking, Fubuki is in fact 5 years younger than her sister Tatsumaki. Murata was uncertain who was stronger between Orochi and Golden S, but stated that Orochi has superior techniques. According to Drive Knight, Metal Knight intends to achieve world domination with his robot army, and in order to do so, has found a way to weaken the Hero Association. Murata wanted to give Boros another transformation past a meteoric burst before unleashing Collapsing Star Roaring Cannon. The idea was abandoned because this would imply that Boros was still holding back in meteoric burst, which was not the case as he was already going all out. Murata speculates that the limiter is not the secret to Saitama's strength. Phoenix Man told Child Emperor that if he chose to become a monster like him by combining with his brave giant robot, he would become the monster Brave Giant Man. Tatsumaki has a cameo appearance in Chapter 8 of Mob Psycho 100 when describing what espers are. Drive Knight's English voice actor, Todd Haberkorn, also voices Natsu Dragneel, the main protagonist of Fairy Tail. Murata noted that promoted Rook's design was based on one's illustration of Genos' dreaming of his new designs. Dragon King is also a pun of Genos' fighting image of a dragon when he used Thunder Drill Cannon. Zombie Man likes his coffee with lots of sugar, over 7 cubes. During a stream when Murata was describing what ethnicity the Psychic Sisters would be in real life, Murata stated that they look French due to their fashion sense. According to Murata, Orochi is 10 times smaller than Marugori. The Water Stream Rock Smashing Fist is a technique invented by Bang himself when he was studying with his brother Bomb. All of his scars are the proof of his training of trying to master it. Rover's Japanese name, Pochi, is a common name for dogs in Japan, similar to Rover for the Western world. Moreover, this name is similar to Poochie, which refers to the disproportionate size of the overgrown rover. Bang has the second highest hero rating according to the Hero Association, higher than even Tatsumaki, but below King. In Murata's stream, when describing what ethnicity the characters would be in the real world, Murata stated that Genos looks German. Murata has stated that the energy balls Homeless Emperor uses are the same as Vaccine Man and Chose's. Bang is either left-handed or ambidextrous, as he's shown to use chopsticks in his left hand. Goketsu was originally designed without the black marking on his forehead and chin. His teeth were also larger and sharper, while the redrawn version looks more human. Murata showed Rover's design on a wedding card before the Monsters manga debut. One had said that Metalbat wasn't joking when he said he could take care of a dragon-level threat. It should be noted that Metalbat has not yet defeated a dragon-level threat by himself. Zombie Man is a smoker, although it's unlikely to affect him negatively given his regenerative abilities. Murata stated on a stream that he isn't sure if Gyuryuganshub can create black holes, as it seems too powerful. He won't know for sure without asking one. Child Emperor is very popular among his classmates and receives invitations to multiple Christmas parties. Murata modeled Atomic Samurai after Kyuzo from Seven Samurai. The origin of King's hero name comes from his strength to effortlessly defeat a monster of the disaster-level demon. Thus, he was named the King of Heroes. Genos got his piercings after he became a cyborg. Murata has stated that if Melzigard, Doribus, and Giryuganshup worked together in a fight against Orochi, even with preparation, they have almost no chance of winning. Psychos' appearance is adorned with snake symbols. Her earrings and pin are in the form of a serpent eating its own tail, the Ouroboros, which is a symbol of cycle and rebirth, possibly referencing her fusion with Orochi. The origin of Boros' name is from a game one had played. It could be a reference to Balos, the true antagonist of Cave's story, who shares the same Japanese name. Bang likes Japanese spiny lobster, his dojo, promising youngsters, and his older brother. In the webcomic, Atomic Samurai's sword handguard resembled a swastika, but it was changed into the atom symbol in the manga and anime. During a Q&A section of the original webcomic, one was asked if there was a relation between Speed of Sound Sonic and Flashy Flash, but he avoided answering the question. Watchdog's activities are strictly limited to Q City, and there seems to be hidden reasons behind it. Guketsu's last fight was skipped because one specifically told Murata to do so. Murata stated that Garo would probably have died from Metal Bat's strike had his sister not intervened, as a fun fact on his stream. Metal Knight's hero name is rather ironic, as when looked at from a medieval standpoint, a knight is supposed to be a paragon of chivalry and virtue, while Beaufoy has actually been shown to be highly pragmatic and cold, the very antithesis of what his hero name means. The origin of Puri Puri Prisoner's hero name comes from demonstrating his heroism after becoming a jailbreak hero. Sweet Mask has dinner shows at the end of the year. Metal Bat has the lowest intelligence stat out of all the S-Class heroes. Drive Knight's various tactical transformations are named after the pieces used in the traditional Japanese board game shogi. Flashy Flash has the lowest known justice rating out of all the S-Class heroes at 5. Child Emperor is actually a teacher and teaches after school. Metal Knight is rumored to have an immense arsenal of weapons and a robotic army, to the point where the Hero Association fears the idea of him going rogue. Gyoro says that he is one of the few heroes capable of defeating Elder Centipede because of this. Drive Knight later confirms this fact. The name Boros is actually an allusion to one of one's previous works that was never officially released, Taiyo Man, or Sun Man. In the story, the final boss was too strong for the plot to progress, so one had to scrap it. Watchdog Man and the pedestal he sits on may be based on Hachiko, a Japanese Akita dog remembered for his incredible loyalty, and the famous statue of him in Tokyo. Watchdog Man's monument is near a train station, and citizens often come to clean the blood of monsters off the plaza and statue every day. The location of his monument is also a reference to Hachiko, as the legendary dog was known for waiting for his owner at a train station. Führer Ugly is seen reading the book 10 Easy Ways to Become Popular, Professor Charisma's 10 Steps to Getting Girls, a book about becoming popular with girls. Golden Sperm seems to have replaced multicell sperm in the manga. A lot of prisoners have stated that Puri Puri Prisoner always skips prison labor. This is most likely due to his job as a hero. The term Goketsu refers to a man who is larger than life. The origin of Amai Mask's hero name was designated by himself after his face was revealed. His hero name was formerly Secret Mask. Tank Top Master makes his own tank tops, and the Hero Association sells them as part of their official merchandise lineup. Rover may be based on the Kai Ken, a Japanese hunting dog breed known for its developed muscles and agility. In the webcomic, Zombie Man needs 3 minutes to recover from 200 fatal injuries and 15 minutes to recover a cut-off arm completely. However, in the manga, his regenerative abilities appear to be faster than that in the comic. Elder Centipede could be based on the Omukade, a giant centipede from Japanese mythology. In myth, it was large enough to wrap itself around the mountains, and its body was impenetrable to most attacks. Drive Knight appears to share some traits with DC Comics superhero Batman, namely his habit to gather intel on his targets and his reliance on the variety of tactical tools and vehicles in order to achieve victory more effectively. Boros is the only monster so far that can destroy a planet or its surface. Metal Bat's outfit is based on that of a stereotypical Japanese delinquent. Flashy Flash is the first S-class hero shown to defeat a categorized dragon-level mysterious being on his own, given that Melzergard was actually defeated by the combined efforts of Bang, Metal Bat, Atomic Samurai, and Puri Puri Prisoner. Every other dragon-level monster prior was defeated by Saitama. In Murata's stream, when describing what ethnicity the characters would be in the real world, Murata stated that Sweet Mask could be Korean. Black Sperm's cell count is the subject of speculation. In the original webcomic, when he confronted King, Black Sperm had 11,449,001,712,554 cells before transforming. In the manga adaptation, Black Sperm has many more cells, using almost 54 trillion cells total by the time he forms Platinum Sperm. In both cases, Black Sperm himself is left with only 100 remaining cells in the aftermath. His total cell count at his introduction can't be determined, as an unknown number was presumably destroyed during Black Sperm's previous battles with other heroes. In the first release of the manga, Boros looked more human and had steel-plated looking armor with a skull ornament. His design was later redrawn by Yusuke Murata in order to look more alien. The characteristic of evil natural water's eyes growing after having absorbed water may be a reference to the eyeball being made 98% of water. Murata once joked on a stream about there being a centipede of a higher tier than Elder Centipede. This was eventually proven true with the existence of Sage Centipede. The sacrificial altar under the mural of the mysterious shrine is adorned with a coiled centipede, possibly hinting at the rise of Sage Centipede.